already know. I'm back with another Indie Talks. Of course, I'm your host, Aisha Lewis Redway. And today, we have no other than BlkPrl sitting with us.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
I'm super excited. I know we came across each other in a couple of passings, award shows, other things that was happening in the city, and I've always talked about your voice, and we just had a conversation about that Red music when I was there and all of that. So we'll get into some of that.
Yeah.
And I think if for those who may not know, those who already know, you're already put on. I mean, this gentleman here, vocals, everything, the way that he does his music, his style is, I mean, beyond iconic.
Oh wow!
It's something that I feel like it's going to be legendary.
Wow.
Your voice is amazing, so I want to give you your flowers. That's why I'm saying this, because I want to give you your
Thank
flowers because you've been doing this for a while.
I have, but I'm humbled to even just be on this platform. Like, thank you for sharing your platform with me. I'm really honored to be here.
So let's get into your journey. First of all, let's talk about the name.
So, all right, the name BlkPrl, BlkPrl. It started off as like just a nickname that H.E.R gave me. I was, walking around with the baldy and the beard, and he was like, "Yo,
shout out to H.E.R."
he was like, "Yo, you look like a BlkPrl," and I was like, "Oh, word, I like that." He was like, "Yo, that's you now. You the BlkPrl." I was like, "All right, bet." But over time, it just kind of took on a whole identity and moniker for me, because I realized, like pearls, I am a layered individual, and if anyone knows the process of a pearl being created, it's layers on layers on layers on layers, and then it creates the pearl. So I felt like that's who I am. I'm a very layered individual, from life to love to purpose to musicality to there's just so many layers to who I am as an individual. So yeah, that's BlkPrl.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, before you were BlkPrl, you were just yourself, who just loved music, who sung, and who also was in
Live Ray. Yeah.
So kind of talk about, being in a contemporary gospel group and then making that transition. How did you know it was your time from there?
So, Live Ray was a very special time, just for me as a creative. I learned a lot during my tenure there, and I learned how to record even better. I started, that was like where I really started producing music. So I got the chance to co-produce a record alongside Thaddeus Tribbett. It was called Perception, which actually featured Miles Caton when he was, I want to say he was like 11, 12. Yeah, he was super young, and his voice was extremely high. So, Live Ray gave me my first opportunity to really explore my gifting beyond just singing. And it was a very special time. Yeah,
I love that. And what was like some of those lessons, hard-learned lessons? Because we now have a style of gospel music that is transitioning into very much so like an R&B sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what did you take from that besides the work ethic and understanding your development to where now it's transitioning, how gospel is transitioning, R&B is transitioning?
I think one of the things I learned, and I think everybody can say from the group, we learned how influential we could possibly be.
Okay.
I learned just my power as an artist, and just understanding what it is to have a platform and to really go after what it is your vision is.
Okay.
I also learned never leave an idea unfinished. And that doesn't mean stay in the studio until it's done. Right. There's just so much magic in an idea, you know, and every idea, I believe, comes from God, you know, like that was for example, I have a record on my album called Healing Power, and that was the very last record I recorded on my album, but it took forever. Like, I could not find the words, but I didn't give up on it. And that was one thing I learned, like, you know, there's no idea that's too little or too out there or too far-fetched. You just have to do the work, and search for the soul of what you're creating. Yeah.
Yes.
Those are some of the things I learned.
And also, before you stepped out to be your own solo artist, obviously background vocals.
Yeah.
For a variety of artists.
Yeah.
So let me get the resume real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, you know, the artist H.E.R.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Daniel Caesar, Alicia Keys, who also co-signed you. Wow.
Yes.
You were already in
co-signed
the gospel group.
Shout out to Alicia Keys, man.
So talk about transitioning from being in the back and just being a part of a great or masterful sound.
Yeah.
And then just now you like, oh my God, I'm stepping out to be my own icon.
First thing I'll say, it is not as easy as I thought, you know. First, I definitely appreciate my time as a background singer. I learned a lot. I learned performance. I learned so many things. Just touring and learning about being on stage and learning what goes into creating a show. You know, it's not just, it was very much different from the Livray experience. You know, this was way more like extensive. There was rehearsals, there was not only sound checks but like line checks, checking every single thing. There was packs, there was in-ears. So these are the things I learned and experienced while singing in the background, which prepared me for my time. Now I know that when I go on stage, you know, I want to have this set. I want to have, you know, I want to make sure my sound is right. You know, I want to make sure, you know, I have the levels, you know what I mean, and not just in the, because the sound in the audience is way different from what you're hearing in the ear. So there's two different levels of sound that you're experiencing. So I know how, you know, I guess the word is curate. I know how I want to curate the sound for the audience, but then also, like, when I have in-ears in, I know what I want to hear. I know what I prefer to hear. Yeah.
I love that, because I feel like a lot of it is missing. You know, because obviously, especially after the pandemic, we now are so, I want to say, immune to want to see artistry and creativity on stage. Like, I mean, flashing lights and different things like that, but also hear like literally sit and hear,
Yeah.
you know, the voice, to hear the artists themselves and what they have and everything that you have been working on.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I love about you, the few times that I have seen you and what you do. I mean, it's not only just the storytelling, it's how you bring it to life. It's literally like you live it.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
I want to leave a lasting impression, you know? Yeah. Like I want my words, my sound, my presence, my performance, the production of everything. I want it to linger, you know, far beyond, you know, just seeing me on stage. It's like, yo, like, you gotta go. That's how, you know, word of mouth happens. You know, yo, you gotta see this kid Pearl. Like,
right.
He performed and he just did this and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm very intentional.
I love that. You can tell.
Yeah.
And you can very much so tell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kind of talk about the state of R&B.
Yeah.
I know it's always been like this crazy topic, right? But one thing about you, you're about, you know, as a singer, as an artist, you know, you're a part of this culture where it's about, where love is the soundtrack, right? You are talking about heartbreak, you're talking about love, you're talking about healing, you talk about vulnerability. Why you think
you was listening to the project? You heard it?
Listen, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just okay. Why do you think now? Because I feel like we have had some strong artists that really has been coming and really getting the audiences back connected. Yeah. When it comes to these type of emotions. Yeah. Right? You know, why do you think that? Like, what is that recipe? In a sense that you're able to get those connections back.
I think as human beings, it's so important to be attached or connected to our feelings. And if I could be frank, please, a lot of the music that has been coming out has been desensitizing us to feeling. So I think R&B is in a state of revival, where we're restoring and bringing back that feeling and the power in feeling. I think a lot of people are tired of being numb from music. You know, music was supposed to make you want to dance. Music was supposed to make you want to fall in love. It was the soundtrack to your upbringing. It was the comfort that you needed when you were going through. You know what I mean? Like, everybody got I hope everybody got a song that they know they can go to just uplift them. You know, mine's is Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness. As soon as I hear that, Keep Your Head Up, Tupac. As soon as I hear it, it's like I feel uplifted. Yes. And it's I just think, you know, as artists, we have a duty to our audiences to create and curate moments of feeling, especially in the world that we live in. You know, it's so much information and so much data that we consume on a daily basis. And it, like I said, it desensitizes us. And now it's crazy that you become numb to music. You know, the frequencies are just the same. The tones are just the same. So it sounds like one long track. And music's supposed to be colorful. You know, it's supposed to speak to all demographics, all walks of life, all, you know. So yeah, I to answer your question, I feel like the current state of R&B music, it's just in a state of revival. So shout out to the artists that are out there really just penning their pain, penning their joy, penning their desires, penning, you know, their rebellion or their protests, just so we can feel again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And with that being said, because I know you talked about a lot of things, obviously social media and, you know, some of the other music, and we got all these DSPs with so much saturation of music, right? Do you think listeners are coming back to where they're wanting intentional music?
I think so. I think listeners are coming back to a place of discovering. You know, they're searching, you know, because they see the same thing over and over. And I think people are trying to,
what's next?
Yeah, they're trying to break the monotony. They're trying to break the programming rather, and search for something new. And yeah, the algorithms are trying to keep certain things at the forefront, but shout out to those who are, for lack of better terms, just breaking out their shovels and digging for the sound that they need, that their heart needs, that their spirit needs, that their mind needs. You know, shout out to y'all who are doing the work to find artists like myself and others. And you know, it's like it's like your work is also meeting our work, so your intention is colliding with our intention as artists.
Now, speaking of that, do you ever feel pressure when you talk about the algorithms and things like that? I mean, we have so many social media, TikTok, everything, where it was just like, I mean, there was a point we have to, you know, artists was getting found on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now we have TikTok. We have Snapchat. We have, do you ever feel that pressure to say, hey, I gotta be so performative and be able to make sure I'm putting here, because now the whole talk is artists are now / influencers.
Yeah.
What do you think and where do you stand?
Well, I'll answer that in a few ways.
Okay.
One, yes, I do feel a little bit pressured as an artist who came up during a time where, you know, all of this wasn't the requirement. I came up in a time where, you know, talent was everything. Sound was everything. You know, I came up under, you know, you hit on something, but I feel like it's not new that artists, musicians, producers are influencers. We've been influencing,
just minus the cameras.
Yeah,
the phones.
And it's crazy that that's what categorizes us now as influencers, when our music, you know, has been influential far long. I mean, you look at the run that Pharrell and the Neptunes had, their sound. Look at the run that Andre 3000 and Big Boy, Outkast. Look at the run of a Maxwell, or even down to Stevie Wonder. You know, it was their music that influenced us. You know, Lauryn Hill, one album. No post, no. One album, one voice, one sound, and it still permeates. It still permeates people's hearts now. So I feel the pressure to keep up, so to speak, on social media, but I am hoping and praying that we'll get back to where it's solely about talent. It's solely about presence. It's solely about performance. You know, yeah. But at the same time, I understand that this world keeps on spinning, and there's gonna be new inventions to come, and you don't want to get left behind, so to speak. So I think I just try to encourage myself to find my footing in the space of social media and creating,
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we talk about I know for me, I'm a millennial, guys, believe it or not. Okay.
Shout out to us.
Shout out to the millennials.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of times we can be stuck on the golden era of the 90s music, 80s, what our parents kind of showed us. If you could bring one thing back from that golden era of R&B into today's industry, what would that one thing be?
Motown.
Oh, I was just watching a documentary about Motown the other day.
The system of Motown, it was built to create stars.
Yes.
I think that system was genius. It was empowering. It was one of those things where iron truly sharpened the iron. Yes. To have a board committed to making sure songs were hits, and not just from a numbers standpoint, but literally like from feeling, from writing, from to have that voting system on is this it or is it not. I think that's so needed. Yes. So I personally would bring back that approach. Bring back slow jams. Yes. Bring back bridges. Bring them back.
And you already know how I feel about that.
Especially in R&B, man. I feel like a bridge is so important to R&B music. So it's like one of the essentials. Like, you have the 5 essentials or something. I don't know how many, but like all of the essentials of hip hop that make it hip hop. Right. DJ, rap, and b-boy, and all of it. Like all of those things, I feel like a bridge is so essential to R&B. I think that's. If I think of anything else, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yes, please.
But those are the things that really jump out to me, especially that Motown system. That's the reason why we had a Stevie. That's the reason why we had Temptations. That's why we had Michael Jackson.
Yes.
The Jackson 5.
And speaking of Stevie, you heard he's dropping another album next year.
Is he?
He they got him on video saying he's doing another album.
Now watch how watch how the world heals from this. I can't wait now. I can't wait.
Saw it today.
Yeah. I hope he revives. I hope he brings back an energy that is, or unlocks a door that's been locked.
Yes.
And
speaking of bridges, we're gonna bridge right on into your first single.
Okay.
Art of Desire. First of all, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
The repeat on this track. Okay. Sensual.
Yeah.
We talking about intentionality.
Yeah.
In this song, right? Because you do have an upcoming project that will be coming out later this year. And as the first single, I love how this approached romance. This is talking about the art of love.
Yeah.
It's talking about, I love the metaphors and how you really put this together. So first of all, everybody that knows me, I've always said in my interviews how I process music. I listen to production. I listen in 3 ways. The production, I'll listen to the lyrics. I'm literally
deciphering,
and breaking it down. I'm just like, oh my God, I like how put this together.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from there, just overall together again, so I can just get a feel for it and just, you know, see like, okay, what vibe can I really put this in for myself. And this song is everything, even though it's how can I put it? It's simplistic, but yet in a way that's overall that can be. I can't even get the right word I want to use. In the way that you have this song, this is really bringing us back.
Yeah.
It making us think. It makes me feel.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to get into the visualizer too.
So
I'm saying too much. I ain't write the song, y'all. So I want you to express, you know, the romance behind this, the lens from your eyes as the artist, the writer, when it comes to Art of Desire.
Art of Desire. Well, I'll preface it by saying this first. A lot of what I would hear when it comes to sensuality and sexuality, I just felt like it was just very explicit in a way that doesn't leave room for imagination.
Rushed.
Very rushed. You know, like there's no art for lack of better terms. It's straight to the bed, and
no singing in the rain for the
no
coochie,
singing
okay?
in the rain. There's no begging. There's no value, like no sacred.
Right.
Cause it's a sacred moment. You know what I mean? Like it's not just something that you just. Really, it's not just a wham bam and like, oh, I'm out of here. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, memorable, pleasurable, you know, like, so my approach was to, you know, just highlight those things that are like I said, sacred, and you know, I wanted to pay homage to what I grew up on. You know, listening to like OJ's Stairway to Heaven. Yes. I miss the music that kids would sing along to and not really understand. And
now we were singing.
Yeah, and then the adults is like, when a kid asks, they're like, don't even worry about that. That ain't none of your business. You ain't. You too young for that. That's for the grown folks.
For the grown folks.
So I just wanted to kind of bring that energy back, where like you know, the parents are in the front seat, passenger and driving, and the song is playing, and they're reminiscing on the night that they had before, and you know, their daughter or son is like, you know, mommy, daddy, what does brush to canvas mean? And only them are you know, they're laughing like, you know, it's about art. It's about art. Yep. You know, when you go to art class, you paint, you know, and then later on in life they get it. So I miss that. I miss that that mystique, you know. I miss the entendres, the double and triple entendres, and I just wanted to make something that felt like that was sexy, but it was grown. It wasn't like, you know, I just want to see, you know, what you got under. Like, no, like your silhouette is enough for me to like, you know, just imagine like, yo, I know this is gonna be crazy.
I love this because, like I said, I pay attention to all the words. I love how you were able, like you said, talk about the silhouette. We're talking about some of the lyrics that I put, brush to canvas, whatever my muse, instead of like, you know, bend over girl, wobble it, shake it, you know, poke it out type things. Yeah. I love how you went back and you was like, you know what, there's so much power in words. Yeah. There's so much you know, eloquence.
Absolutely.
And like, wow, like I can just look at you and just like
and take
right.
What happened to the days of just like going off in a daze in your mind and people having to call you back like, hello, yo.
Yep.
You know, like what?
Yes.
We need that. Like,
Yeah.
we and I just wanted Art of Desire to
sitting up now because I'm like, yes, yes.
I wanted Art of Desire to be like the soundtrack to those moments of like reminiscing on like, you know, a moment of passion,
Yes.
and it just being like, oh shoot, like that was everything.
And
you know?
one thing about, so I did take a look at the visual. With the visual, very simplistic, you know, black and white, red words, lyrics, things of that nature. It wasn't like how I was thinking, like, oh my God, we doing a full, you got the you know, the lover in the video, and you know,
that's coming.
Oh, okay, so we got okay. So
that's coming.
I was like, oh, you know, I'm thinking 90s,
But
you know, type. But what I love about that, and what made it, why I think the way that this is rolling out is so amazing in this, is because it's allowing us to get back to our imagination.
Yeah.
It's allowing us to get back to, oh my God, do I remember the first time I got a kiss? Do I remember, you know, and the song, of course,
what was it about that kiss? What was it about that moment that just
daydreaming,
you know? Yeah,
those that is what I love about this. And also we gonna get into, because we kind of want to pinpoint whether, you know, how this is leading to the upcoming release of your full album. And the one thing as well that we have talked about is bridges, and how you have this song like pieced.
Yeah. I think well, one, I definitely felt you when you said like how you break down music. I feel like, first off, the track was being created in front of me, and like when music can tell a story without words, I think that's powerful.
Very.
So I just tried to match what I was hearing, and not only what I was hearing, but what I was feeling from the music. And yeah, like when that bridge part came, it was like, wait, okay, this is it's not only a bridge, but it's key changes, and like it's color, you know, it's texture. So I'm like, oh man, what do I say here? And I just felt like that was a moment to profess, like, you know, this moment is, you know, it can't compare to any other moment. Like, this love is only for you. It's only meant for an audience of two, you know?
Did you ever think like, okay, this is like the toughest part to kind of express that type of feeling or type of eloquence when it comes to love or relationship or just being vulnerable, period?
At first, I wouldn't say it was tough. It was uncomfortable, because it was just like, okay, all of these, because I see, okay, so with music, I see color, right? So it's called synesthesia, where you can see sound. Chromesthesia, to be even a little more detailed, where you see sound as color. And with that, I say all that to say, like, my eyes and my mind was just kind of like overwhelmed with the colorful energy of that bridge, and I was like, dag, I'm uncomfortable, because I don't think I've ever been here before, you know. But when the words started to come, it was so easy. Like, it was that's why the words on that part are like very simple, because it's in the moment. It's feeling in the moment. It's not trying to overdo or outdo.
And that's what I got from that.
Yeah,
that's what I took from that too. Simple, but and it's good to hear you say that, because that gives me confirmation that my feeling wasn't wrong. Okay.
Shout out to it. Go check out Art of Desire if you haven't checked it out.
Yes, listen, Don't just push the button and have it sit on your phone. Go purchase it. Okay, let's support artistry, true artistry. It takes a lot to be independent first and foremost. Okay, so let's start there. Let's support all of our independent artists. I shout out to Monarch, shout out to your whole team, management, everything, because you guys are doing such an amazing job. And we didn't even get to the full release yet.
Thank you.
Let's start there. Okay. In today's world where, like you already mentioned, that, things can be transactional, relationships are just situationships, and we going into this thing where it can be emotionless. Right. Art of Desire reminds people to slow down. Right. Talk about how this allows us to kind of reset our thoughts and how and what real love could potentially be.
I think real love requires true presence, and making that song From Real Love, the one thing I was present. The one thing that stood out for me is not worrying about the past or the future, but like being in the moment, like being completely engulfed in a moment. And I wanted to challenge people, like you said, to slow down, experience, like slow down and experience, slow down and appreciate, slow down and really explore if love is a house, explore this room. Take the measurements, look at the walls, look at the, you know what I mean? I'll say, if art was a museum, look at this picture, look at this canvas, look at, you know what I mean? Like, really be intentional, take the art in.
Now, the upcoming album, I love this title, Love No Chaser.
All
right. Definitely grabs attention. Let's get into, so if Art of Desire is the front door to the album, what rooms are we about to walk in with Love No Chaser?
Well, like I said, if love is a room, I feel like love is a house, I feel like Art of Desire is a room. It's a low lit room. It's satin. It's
satin.
Velvet. It's intimate. You know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna, if you listen to Art of Desire, if you listen to Love No Chaser, because it's literally love in all facets, like all forms, like where you find love, all parts of life. So I feel like you'll walk into a kitchen and hear you'll hear please, you'll hear healing power, on the mantle by the fireplace, like you'll see like all of the old pictures, the memories. So I think you'll see old fools there. You'll hear behind, as a dedication to those we lost in love, because there is love and grief, right? I think it was Regina Hall. It was either, I get the Reginas mixed up. It's either King or Hall. I think it's Hall. She said, after the passing of her son, she said grief is love with no place to go. Regina King. Yes. There we go. So
I remember that interview actually specifically. Yeah.
She said grief is love with no place to go.
Yep.
And I didn't really understand that until I lost my pops. So all this love that you have for someone, it's just now like it's looking for its intended target, right? I don't even want to go
Listen,
too deep
you
into
about
that.
to have me not about to have me tear up in here. Okay, hold on. Let me
So yeah,
straighten
like,
up real quick.
I just feel like it's love, no chaser. It's potent. It's not meant to be drunk with a chaser. Love is a strong drink, and
Head on.
yeah, like, and if you do that, you'll experience the fullness of what love is.
What is one thing about what I love about when I speak to artists and their upcoming releases and things of that nature, there's always the good, the bad, the ugly, right? What is the one track that you're most excited about for your listeners to hear and new listeners to be able to gravitate to?
Man, that's hard because all of them are my babies. I feel like I was very, very, very intentional on the songs that I put on this project. I recorded strictly for this album. I didn't record 20, 30 songs. Shout out to the Clips because they confirmed it for me when they said they did the same thing. They only recorded for their album. There's no records after. Like, it was very much intentional. But I can't. I don't know if I can pinpoint one. I love every step because it's moody. It's a vibe. It's very smooth. I don't think it's something that people would expect from me. I also produced like majority of my project, co-produced it. Shout out to Click and Press, and co-wrote with Kenyatta Blakely. But yeah, I think Healing Power is amazing. I got my brother Chosen on that record as a feature.
Amazing as well.
That record is crazy.
Listen,
Key of You is crazy. If you appreciate Art of Desire, you're gonna appreciate Key of You. So Art of Desire spoke about love making in the terms of art terms, right? Canvas, brush, muse, all of that. Put you on display like a museum. Key of You talks about love making through like musical terms, and it's crazy. Like I said, I said, you're the reverb I've been praying for. I hit record and now I'm wanting more. No auto-tune could ever match your tone. You bring the color to this microphone. When you write on me like I'm your track, every breath you take, can't stop playing back. 'Cause you don't even know that you're my favorite sound. You got me mixing love, don't wanna turn it down. Yeah, like that's just a verse.
Give us the show. Okay?
That's just a verse. Like, and that's the second verse. Oh,
I
man.
love it. Listen.
So, yeah. I said,
we need to listen to
the
session.
music, yes, let's do it.
Listen to session.
I said the music to my heart can't beat when we're apart. Frequency 432, I'm falling in the key of you. Like when you think about 432 hertz, that's like natural sound.
Yes.
So yeah, not the nerd.
Yeah, now we about to get. We're gonna get in music theory now and all this other stuff. Listen, I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so many vibes. So many.
I'm super excited. Listen, y'all don't understand. Y'all. y'all that know me know how I am about good music.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is good stuff right here.
Oh, wow.
All
Thank
right?
you.
Now, what version of BlkPrl are we meeting on this album that listeners have not seen as of yet?
Humble. Well, I think people have met me humble, but I think musically, I think I'm humbled, one, by the opportunity to express myself solely with this project. You'll definitely get vulnerability. You'll get my pain. You'll get my joy. You'll get my pleasure. You'll get my heart, my passion, disappointments. I think you'll get my personal experiences of love, and yeah, I think overall you're just gonna get a very intentional and vulnerable BlkPrl on this project.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up, of course. Now, do we have a release date yet? Of course.
Not yet,
but we know it's coming.
Yeah, it's definitely on the way. Definitely.
So now it's anticipated. Okay.
Yes.
We're anticipating.
Yes. Hopefully highly anticipated.
Highly anticipated. Trust me. When it do arrive, you know, and it's finally out, you know, what do you feel like the next era or the next move shall be for you? How do you keep this infatuation for this sound, for this level of understanding of R&B and where it is with love and, you know, all of the words that we described today in this interview?
I thought about this recently, and the answer at first scared me as an artist. I was like, do I say this or not? And I think for me, to answer your question, I don't know, and that is okay. That's okay. I don't know. That's okay, because I trust God and travel. So I'm literally just traveling, and all I can say is I know through my music, I just want people to experience love only. Like, yeah, like anytime you hear me, like I just want to be associated with love.
So finish this sentence.
Okay.
Love without isn't love.
Love without perseverance isn't love. Love without understanding or the love without willingness isn't love. It's so many. Love without compassion isn't love. Love without empathy isn't love. Love without
I'm loving these. Okay.
Love without labor isn't love. Yeah, you gotta work. Gotta work, you know.
Because anybody can just say I love you.
Yeah,
or just say, you know, just
absolutely.
But without it being any type of work or some type of action behind it, it's
love without forgiveness isn't love. Love without grace isn't love. And I'm gonna leave it with this: love without God isn't love. That's it. That's it.
Y'all know I love me some God around here.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, What does Genius? So Genius, one thing about our platform, we truly support a lot of independent artists.
Yeah.
We
shout out to this name. I love it.
Thank you. And I put this platform as Genius RS because of the fact that, you know, I've been in this industry for years and been on both ends and understanding the dedication, the hard work that artists like yourself put into this. Yeah. And it can be a thankless position, especially for artists, because it's like you give so much of yourselves, and not only you're giving so much of your energy, your time, you're telling your story, your life story, you're putting your whole emotions and everything that you do and want, you're trying to attain on the line. Yep.
What Erykah Badu said. All right, now I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about her shit. She's sensitive. She said I'm sensitive. That's one of the realest. Yep. Like just being like completely blunt and like vulnerable in that moment. I respect that. But good. I'm sorry.
What does being a genius? What does that mean to you?
I think being a genius is being fearless. As an artist, I think being a genius is trusting that your gift is a vehicle for creativity to really manifest. Being a genius is, again, not being afraid to explore whatever is coming to your mind. There's a reason why these ideas are being birthed, right. And there's a place that it's coming from, right? So I think those things, and like geniuses embody those things. Just, you know, being a genius is being brave. It's bravery. It's stepping out on your own. It's stepping out of a comfort zone and security to, you know, see if you can fly. Being a genius is jumping off the cliff, and being a genius is also being okay if things don't work out the way you know. It's all of those things. Yeah, I'm a genius.
Listen, you a genius.
I say that humbly. Like I'm a genius because I know what God has given me.
That part.
You know. Yeah. So yeah.
And it takes so much for us to step out of our own will, right? And to follow His will for us. Yep. Because it's easy for us to say no all the time and like, nah, I ain't doing that way. I'm go over here because this is what I'm more comfortable with. Yeah. And I was listening to, not to get too deep, but I was listening to a Bible study where they were saying, like, you know, I think it was Pastor T.D. Jakes, Bishop T.D. Jakes, his son, because he's going into ministry.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was talking about the best, when everything came so easy once he said yes. And I think that a lot of times, like, when you just fight against the grain, it's just like, oh my God, like, then this happened, like, and God's just sitting there looking at you like,
facts.
Now, if you could have just walked over here like I told you to walk,
just trust me. Just trust me and travel.
Coolest walk ever.
Just trust me and travel. You know.
And I think that's the thing, and even for this platform, I get told all the time, oh well, you got something good, but if you talk gossip, or if you talk raunchy, or you curse out over here, or say this over here, oh, you'll get viral moments. Right. And I'm like, y'all missing the point. Right. Right. The point is this. Right. Real artists. Yeah. Real stories,
real connection, real dialogue, and
good music.
Because all of that other stuff, you scroll and you'll see more of it and more of it, but moments like this are memorable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, first of all, thank you just for coming through.
I couldn't wait.
Shout
to
out
do
to
this
your
one.
manager for
Shout out Tori
for letting us connect and be able to get this together, because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for, first of all, congratulations on the new single.
Thank you.
Art of Desire. It's out now. It's on all platforms.
Yeah.
Please make sure you go get it.
Yeah.
Upcoming album. Love No Chaser.
Love No Chaser.
Dropping hopefully soon.
Yes. Yes.
And
we're looking at the fall.
Okay.
I'll say that for sure.
Oh, perfect.
We're definitely looking at the fall.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And before we get out of here, though, if Love No Chaser had to be paired with 1 meal, 1 drink, what's on the table?
All right, boom. Check it.
What's on the table?
Check it.
And you can get specific with the drinks too if we're gonna talk about
something. There's only one drink. It's whiskey neat. It's you know what? I'll make it even a little more detailed. I think the brand is Screwball. Okay. They have a peanut butter whiskey. Neat. That's the drink. Maybe a glass of water on the side. Maybe. But that's the drink. The food, the dish is jerk chicken because of its spice. Its spice. The lingering energy of it. Mac and yams touching. And then
what's the dessert that we're having on the table too?
Alright, so I'm just winging it. Haagen-Dazs has this pineapple coconut ice cream that is like crazy. That with chopped up ripe mango, like chopped up over sticky rice. So sticky rice comes from, I think it's like it's like an Asian.
Now that's different.
Yeah, but that's what love is, right? Love sometimes requires different experiences. Like it requires you to experience a different experience. But if you want to stay safe with love and enjoy it still, I would say peach cobbler, vanilla ice cream.
Now love me some peach cobbler.
Yeah, that's a hit. I mean, that's always going to hit.
Yes,
like,
yes.
You just know what you're going to get with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to hit you with this one really quickly because what words of encouragement would you give to, because I forgot to ask you this, what words of encouragement would you give to other artists or creatives who are really trying to find their way?
Keep going. Keep going. That's what I tell myself every day. Keep going. It's beyond getting your big break. It's really about you just don't know who needs to hear what you have to say. Like, as artists, we're vessels. So somebody out there is looking for your song because it identifies exactly where they are in life. So I say keep going, keep striving. Don't get discouraged by the process. Do everything that you can to enjoy the process. Honor yourself, honor your gift, and like I said earlier, just trust God and travel, because you just don't know where you'll end up. You don't know where you'll end up. All you know is that you got this gift, you got this sound, you got these songs inside of you, and you just don't know. You don't know, but if you just trust Him and travel, you know you'll end up where you're supposed to be.
That part.
Facts.
That part. First of all, BlkPrl, thank you so much again
for
sitting with us, for having this conversation.
Thank you.
I enjoyed this so much. So thank you.